Hey everyone, Wicked Jutto here. Time for another Build My Bases. So this is part 2 of a build series that I'm building a new base called Fairwater. So by the time you see this build guide, Fairwater would have already hit Prestige 10 and is already in Social, even though social mechanics has changed in the new patch. So yeah, go check it out if you want to play through it. Okay, so let's see. So last time where we left, we were trying to figure out Bloodlust. So my suspicion is Bloodlust can't reach this far. So let's kind of test that, right? So we have a guard here, and then we need to figure out at what point does it become ineffective. Man, this really messes up my build. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Anyway, maybe... yeah. We just got to do some testing. So let's put a calling guard here. And let's kind of continue this across. What's here? Just a spike trap, right? Just a vanilla? Okay, we can remember a vanilla. Okay, maybe I can just place it here, just so... I have a terrible memory if you haven't noticed already, so if I do something, I'll likely forget to put it back the way it was supposed to be, so just as a FYI. Okay, so Bloodlust here. And we're just going to put Bloodlust on all of these cards. Now obviously this doesn't make any sense, this is more just for testing, but I want to know which guards path and which don't, because we can use that to kind of determine dead man switches. Alright, okay. I mean, obviously I'd want it further away than this, but let's assume. How do I cover this up? Okay. Gonna have to do that. Because otherwise they're gonna get eyes on me. And we'll delete you. What was this for? Oh, to cover that, fine. Maybe not fine, because that's gonna trigger Bloodlust early. So let's try that. We basically only want this one guard summoning the rest. Okay. Just give me one moment. Okay. Sorry, I'm just switching to Bluetooth and wired. Okay, we're back. But that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Cool. All right, so let's keep going. So let's test these Bloodlust guards. I think we can spawn in here now. So let's try that. And we're just trying to gauge like how far does Bloodlust reach the other guards. In earlier patches, it was extremely far. Like I'm talking half the map far. So they... hello? Hello? Oh, he's having a little think, but they're not convinced. I wonder. Maybe... how do I coerce them into jumping into fire? That's basically what I want. Alright, let's just figure it out. Let's figure it out. Sometimes like you don't know how mechanics work. In this case I don't, so we're gonna learn together. So let's see with this guard if he thinks about jumping down. Sometimes when you're doing builds you don't know exactly how the mechanics all work, and that's fine, by the way. Like if you see a base that you're like, oh man, it had this cool mechanic but I have no idea how it works, just try, just test, right? Because it's the only way you're gonna learn different mechanics of the game. Okay, so why? Why you all just sit there? Alright, new plan. Let's try Warmongers. Because maybe the guard, the enforcers aren't the right guard to use. So let's try that. Let's see. They have the same cost, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. See. Ooh, new sounds too. That's cool. Yeah, listen to that. That's sword. Okay. Last one. We'll see which ones throw themselves into the fire and which don't. Okay. Let's test. Okay, so that's a lot more successful. Okay, cool. So I think we're in business. So a few little changes. Yeah, I'm wondering maybe we should just have this as the setup. Is that more dangerous than this? I really do like the blind bolt shot, I have to say. Because it's so damn effective. That's the problem. Deadman Switch, the problem with Deadman Switch, you have a user with arc barrier, they flip their shield, and then they're impenetrable for like 2 seconds or whatever the cooldown is. Whereas these things, they're gonna catch you off guard, so yeah, I guess shield users can do the same, you could argue, but I feel like Deadman Switch, you have like 2 or 3 seconds before they explode, so you can kind of like engage that shield, not like split second, whereas like with the blind bolt shot, you only have like a split second to make the correct decision, so it's much easier to catch people off guard. Okay, so let's go back to our original plan. We can get rid of you, I think. Okay, so then I guess what we're gonna have to do, let's see, because basically I don't want them funneling into the same choke if possible. So I need some way of separating them from each other, and then drop down, right? So basically, if this was all one platform, the problem's gonna be is they're all gonna cluster up like on this tile, right, and then jump down. But I want them to kind of separate out into little cubes or little separate things. So what I'm thinking is we have like these little dividers, and if the guard can fit and drop down here, we'll be in business. Alright, so let's get that kind of working. Okay. Also, let me know in the comments if you like this style of build your bases. Like, do you prefer like the post kind of aspect of like, you know, the base is built, it's already at prestige 10, and you know it's we're kind of doing a build my bases after the fact, Or do you like this kind of base building where we're kind of like, you know, just trying things and seeing what sticks, right? So yeah, just let us know. Okay, so let's try one, and we'll see if it can fit. So the idea will be is at the start we half in. Oh, let's get that right. Yeah, we are in business. So we just press R to make him stand guard. So what's going to happen is they'll get into position at the start of the map when the raider spawns in, and then when we go to trigger this minion, they're all gonna have their little separate cubicles they're working in, and then they'll drop in the right tile. So that's kind of what we're planning there. Okay, so let's play this out. Now, like, as capacity constraints go, we may not be able to do this on Prestige 1, but, or at least try to plan for it. Okay, let's try this. We'll do maybe one more, maybe two more. 1, 2. Sure. Okay, and we're just gonna do that. Okay, cool. Oh, and we also need a platform for them to land on. Okay, cool. Man, this is coming together. Yeah, sometimes you just don't know what a base will look like until you just start experimenting. So in this case, I don't exactly know what I want, but I have a general theme that I'm kind of trying to play with, and seeing what works and revolves around that main central theme. Like you notice we've got a lot of corrosive blocks. So what works well with a lot of corrosive blocks? It's the dead man switch, right? So we're trying to complement the main theme. Okay. Because the idea will be is you get these splash wave down first, then you'll get like these minions kind of landing on top of you. So you might pop your shield for the first set, and then, you know, hey, guess what? My shield's on cooldown. I can't deal with the dead man switch, right? So I'm just going to take that out, and we'll see how this goes. That's annoying. Let's try that again. Hello? Hello, guards? Hello? Man, look at that sniper. Why? Is he just too far away? Man, look at that little sneaky angle. Why? I wonder... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We're good. Okay, how are we doing for time? We're almost at the limit. I have no idea how many, like... how long this is gonna take, like in terms of a full build. But hey, it's a learning process. Right, let's see how this works. Actually, let's try and get them as close to the lava without jumping in. Because maybe that's an issue. I don't know if they're just like out of the bloodlust reach or what's going on. But we'll just test with 3 for the moment. Because maybe it's those little half blocks like mess with the AI. Who knows? Bloodlust. It's like nothing. Oh man, Reinforce is so good. Honestly. What the hell? Just like sitting there, having a little party up there. But we tested this. I wonder if it's the height that's the problem. Because he calls here. Alright, simple change. Let's unlock you. And we'll see which ones call and which ones don't. Because if it's a height problem, we can fix that. Did you fall in? No. Okay. Okay. Let's see who tries to jump down and who doesn't. Maybe the Bloodlust range is super short. That's another thing. Which kind of throws a spanner into the works. They're all ready. Let's take care of you. Activate. Yeah, I'm guessing they're just out of Bloodlust range. Damn. That's really annoying. Because that means this whole setup's not going to work. You know, what could be funny? Wouldn't work anyway. I was thinking maybe if we gave them optics, they could hear further or something. Who knows? But I don't think that's the case. Anyway, it wouldn't work because you'd need 3 mods. Damn, that really sucks. The only other way to make this work is we have second wave, and we get players to grab the gen mat and then try to escape, and they jump down. That's the only other way I can think of that could definitely work. How do I feel about that though? I guess it's okay, right? So it would mean we'd have to move this. Okay, how are we doing for time? Alright, I think we're almost at time, so let's end it there. We'll come back tomorrow. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining. If you like this kind of content, consider liking and subscribing. It really helps us out. And we'll see you in the next one.